We could appear to get better in the fourth quarter, but offense was really a struggle for much of this game. Last game a little bit in the second half as well. Where are you seeing you guys run into hurdles or not be able to play the way you want on that end of the floor?
I agree. Yeah, I mean we've hit some droughts for different reasons, I suppose. Some's make or miss. Some is there's occasionally stagnancy that comes in. Sometimes it's decision making, but the last 3 games there have been positives, and so we got to work at building on those.
Bucks had 30 points in the paint in the first half. I think that got a little better throughout the game, but Pelicans had 70 in that game, for example. Do you feel slippage in that way? And if so, where defensively do you feel like you guys need to tighten up some things?
Yeah, we didn't defend well in the New Orleans game. We had a very good defensive game in Boston, I thought. 103 for a top 5 OER team is pretty good. And then tonight we had them at a decent number, and they threw a couple shots in late. I mean, but look, it's game to game, and we're trying to win games, and there are challenges, and so each game's an individual entity and a new challenge, and so I was disappointed in the first half tonight. We just didn't have the fire that we needed. And second half was, I guess I should say the fourth quarter was good, but you can't have a lag for 3 quarters.
Well, to go back to just some of the challenges on offense, I think points in the paint have been something I think that you've had a hard time getting consistently. I think you had 24 in the second half after 16 in the first. I guess what's made it difficult to consistently get that, and does that, I guess, sort of spray out into other issues, including 3-point shooting?
Yeah, everybody is packing the paint. Nobody wants to give up points in the paint. That's a constant. And the more stops we can get to transition, is better for everybody. Getting the ball up the floor quickly is good. When our numbers throwing the ball ahead aren't great, offense becomes more difficult just because of our personnel situation. So it's not. I'm not going to make excuses about it. You asked a question, so I'm giving you some answers. Got to be resourceful and find ways. Got to be resourceful and find ways.
You guys ended up, I think, even on offensive rebounds, 7-7, but I think they won second chance 18-5. I mean, just how big of an issue is that there when you guys were
7-7?
I think it's 7-7 on offensive rebounds, but they were 18-5 on second chance, if I saw that right. How important was that piece to it? You guys were able to get some stops, but they were certainly able to convert whenever they did get offensive rebounds.
Yeah, very important. It's an odd stat, 7 offensive rebounds for 18 points, but it shows you the power of the 3, and it shows you, it's hard to give you a great answer without looking at every single one of them, but we got to cut down on the number of offensive rebounds they get. We got to take it from 7 down to 3 or 4 maybe.
Right. You guys obviously played small lineups for a little bit for this. I think Furphy was operating as the 5 and guarding Miles for part of that. He certainly had some effective stretches, I thought, in the second half. How did you think about just the way that worked out? Certainly that's by a necessity with the center situation, but what did you like about what Johnny gave you in a situation where he's playing a much bigger guy?
Yeah, I like Furphy very much. He's an easy player to like. He plays extremely hard. He plays for the team. He runs hard. He moves. He passes it quickly. He crashes. Everything he does with purpose. And so he's had some really good stretches. He was great in the New Orleans game. Really good. Had some good stretches in the Boston game. And then tonight in the fourth quarter, once again. And so, he's earning more minutes.
Pascal, what felt off about the offense to you for much of this game?
Yeah, I don't know, we just didn't play with no pace, no determination. Like, I mean, it's just, yeah, it just looked out there. It was just, jacking shots sometimes. And play with no force. Like, yeah, we just didn't have that. I mean, it's hard to evaluate the offense when it's like, it just didn't look like we tried hard enough. And, yeah, it was to look at.
You kind of just touched on a lot of this, but how much different can it feel, or do you notice when you guys are playing well but just missing a lot versus what you just said, you guys are not playing well
Right.
at all on offense?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've showed, in times where we play with energy and obviously it's a make or miss league, right? So you miss a bunch of shot, like it looks crazy, but I think sometimes it doesn't look like we have any pace or any pep to anything that we're doing. It just looks slow. There's no energy. It's not fun to be around.
What are you doing, like you just said about fun at the end, what are you doing to keep your own spirits up in stretches like this?
Yeah, it's hard. I don't know. I haven't been in this situation, for a while. I mean, starting like that, it's just I'm a person that yeah, basketball is means a lot to me, and it definitely drives a lot of my life. I'm really, it's just basketball, like mostly, and then my family, like, so just not having having fun out there, because it's what gives you the energy in anything. Like, like after I leave the game, if we win, like it kind of command how the rest of my day is gonna go. Like if I played bad or if we lost, like it mess up everything for me. So I really care about it, and I hate losing. So it's not fun. It's hard. I don't think I've been the happiest. Maybe I gotta fix it. I don't look good out there most of the time, just because I can't stand it. It drives me crazy, and I'm trying to find a solution. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to take it out. But again, yeah, it dictates like how my attitude and the way I am. It's hard. Like I've been working on it really, really hard to try to be positive no matter what. But when I feel like it's okay to do that, when I feel like, okay, we're giving everything that we have and like and all that. But if it just feels like it's not really happening, like it's hard to be happy or to be like it sucks.
I mean, you talked about you mentioned just like looking for solutions. I mean, what have you found yourself doing as far as that's concerned? I mean, imagine it's film, it's watching.
Yeah, I mean, it's film.
Everything.
I mean, I get clips every single day. Trying to find ways how I can be more effective, ways I can, I'm out there. Teams are sending 2 or 3. Like it's every single night. Every bucket is like it's tough. So I'm trying to find a way to make it easier on my teammates, or and then find easier shots for me. But it's not looking pretty out there. And so I try to watch everything, but I think you can watch as much as you want. Like when we're gonna decide that losing is like not okay, I think we're gonna go somewhere. So, but if you go out there every single day and it just feels like, okay, we lost another game, like it doesn't matter, like yeah, we're just gonna keep sinking. Like I don't think we're gonna get out of it until like when you lose and you go home and like it really hurts you. Like it doesn't matter. Like we're just gonna keep coming in here and do the same thing and lose every night, and it's gonna be, it is what it is, right? Like, cause who cares? Like, we just lost another game, doesn't matter, right? So I don't know. I don't like that feeling. And if we don't decide to change that, like, it's not gonna change. We gotta make it happen. Like, nobody's gonna feel sorry for us. We can't blame the schedule. We can't blame anything. Like, the day we're gonna decide that we are tired of it, I think we're gonna go somewhere.
I guess are you not seeing, I guess, the same level of investment that you're putting in?
I don't know. I think the product is not good. Like, we're losing games, so we got to figure it out. Like, we all got to ask ourselves, like, what can we do? And everyone got to come in and wanting to make a change and wanting to win. Like, the outcome of the game. Like, we got some good stretches. It's not enough. We gotta do more. And again, I don't know the solution. Like, I'm trying to find it, but I think we just all gotta like question ourselves. Like, is this important or not?
No, there's obviously been struggles on offense all year, but I guess what have you seen? Break just since halftime against Boston. I mean, obviously you guys had a fantastic first half and your worst half of the season after that. Just what is just not.
Yeah, I mean, I think ball has energy. Like, we're playing, we're defending. Like, I think our defense has been good. All this, like, with all the losing that we've done, like, we had really pretty good defense. So it's like, but basketball is about energy. Like, first half, the ball is moving, everyone is happy. There's wide open shots, like, you make them, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe we're tired, or maybe like is if the ball is like sticking and it's not going around, then the shots getting harder and harder, and again, we got to make shots. I mean, but at the end of the day, I think like basketball is about energy. Like, when we have a good energy about everything that's happening as a team, like, it usually leads to good play. So we got to do more of that. I thought, you could see the difference from the first half to the second half in the Boston game.
I guess, are you seeing when one thing goes wrong, does it quickly?
Yeah,
it
just trickles, and I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at myself. Maybe I need to, I don't know, maybe do more. Like, when there was those moments where things start going bad, like, I don't know. I got to find ways to inspire the team to do more, or because we just can't have those moments where it just goes like down, 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 down. It just like keeps on going, and we have no way of getting out of it. So I think that's what last year was the difference, because like, when things went that way, like, we just kept going. But we just can't afford to do that now, because it just seems like when things go wrong, it just keeps on going wrong.
Well, I guess, yeah, sure. Now, let me just go back to that point you just said. I mean, what made previous teams good at just shaking yourselves out of it that you haven't been able to do? I mean, the last 2 years, you guys had a couple bad games, and then
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I just know that we kept going, and this time right now, it just feels like, like, when things go wrong, we don't rally together, or we don't keep going. Bad things keep happening, and you miss one shot, and then the next shot gets a little shaky, and then you miss it, and then the next person miss it, and I don't know. And if we don't we got to keep getting stops. I think our defense has been solid. Like I said, I think our defense has been solid. Which I just know that we can still get better on that side of the ball too. Like, a lot of mistakes and things like that. But yeah, we just gotta get back, man. It's gotta matter. That's the only way out of it. Get some rest. Hopefully we come back, new energy. Going into the new year, I've seen crazier things happen. How good energy and a little bit of rest, seeing family, being around, and how we can bring this thing together. I think Pacer fans deserve it. We all got to do better, and I'm gonna keep trying. Trying my best to do what I can for us to win. And yeah, I don't want this to be like an all negative thing. Like, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep fighting. We got a lot to fight for. It's a long season. We just gotta find that joy. You gotta find that togetherness to get us out of it. And that's the only way. Care and togetherness.
TJ, what just feels off offensively right now for this team? Last couple have been clunky at times.
I don't know. Just maybe out of rhythm, and I think it's sometimes we stand a little bit too much, and puts a lot of pressure on Pascal to go make a play for us. So we got to do a better job of getting him easier shots and moving for him.
I just asked Pascal this. I'm curious what you feel. How much can you tell, and how much different does it feel when you feel like you are playing well but shots aren't going in versus things feel completely wrong on that end of the floor?
On offensively?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially in New Orleans, and I think tonight, just really not shooting the ball well from three. And, you know, that puts a lot of pressure on our defense, which I think has been fairly solid. I don't know where we are defensive rating, but I think we're up there, or were. But, you know, we just kind of dig ourselves into a hole and puts a lot of pressure on our defense, and we're not making shots. It's tough to crawl your way out of.
Pascal obviously had, I don't know if you heard anything, but he had just a lot to say about sort of just trying to make sure that everybody still just cares about stopping this, basically. I mean, like, what have, you know, you guys as veterans tried to instill to make sure that, I guess, you don't become used to this, you know, the way things have gone? I mean, like, he was talking about just trying to push guys and trying to inspire guys and trying to look for something every day. I mean, just what's the process been like of trying to make sure everybody's just still invested in this and trying to turn it around?
Yeah, I mean, I think the frustrating part sometimes is, you know, obviously we have 6 wins, but some of the losses, it looks like we haven't played to our full potential. We haven't fought the way we do. You know, if we lose a game, but we fight to the finish, I think a lot of us can live with that. We have to do that more consistently. I think that's the most frustrating part.
Any idea why that hasn't been there? I mean, that's certainly something that's been a hallmark of you guys, you know, the last few years is there's, you know, I mean, you certainly had some games that weren't great, but for the most part, there was fight most nights. I mean, just what do you think's leading to some games where you're just not seeing it?
I don't know. I think we're trying to figure that out. You know, guy 1 through 15, I think we can all do a little bit more, and you know, we're actively trying to figure it out and find ways to be better.
To what degree are you seeing one bad stretch snowball? And I guess since the second half against Boston, has it felt like it's tough to kind of reverse that momentum when you had the number of misses that you guys had in the second half? Did that feel like yesterday just kind of continued into today?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we can be better in terms of, you know, when teams go on runs, just having a run of our own, kind of not just expecting the run to happen, and just come together and dig deeper and go to another level competitively.